Welcome to the final edition of CCSU News for the fall semester. I'm Jose Campos.
And I'm Terrell Allen. Here are the latest top stories.
In a local business spotlight, the Beauty Mark Tattoo has been providing the state of Connecticut with high-end tattoos for over a decade. CCSU reporter Spencer Bricky is in studio to tell us more.
Thanks, Jose. Recently, I had the opportunity to visit the Beauty Mark Tattoo and get some ink of my own.
The needles are buzzing at the Beauty Mark Tattoo Parlor, located in Canton, Connecticut. Opened in 2001, the tattoo parlor chain has 3 locations across Connecticut and operates 7 days a week, with constant customers coming in and out of the doors.
I've been tattooing about 12 years, all for the Beauty Mark, and I actually have no tattoos, so that's kind of interesting, I guess.
I'm here at Beauty Mark Tattoo, where I'll be getting touch-ups on my own tattoo.
While tattoos may be finding more acceptance in society, the U.S. military is currently planning on barring people with pre-existing tattoos past the elbow from joining the service.
I know they have bent the rules a little bit in allowing, or what they will allow of those of new recruits or those that are in and will ink themselves, so to speak, as time goes on for either deployments or a loved one. But whatever that policy may be, we will follow the policy and deal with it accordingly.
I mean, I don't have too much of an opinion on it. I mean, it kind of sucks. It seems like the rest of the world's moving forward when it comes to that type of stuff, so I don't really know why they're going backwards, but, I mean, what can you do?
Controversy may still exist, but people are still finding reasons to tattoo art onto their bodies every single day.
For CCSU News, I'm Spencer Bricky.
There are currently 3 locations open, one in Canton and the other 2 in Waterbury. And before you ask, yes, that hurt.
CCSU is helping preserve the U.S. veterans, and it's all through a partnership with the Library of Congress. The Veterans History Project, created in 2000, collects and archives the oral histories of vets. Video interviews capture information detailing their history in the armed forces, as well as photos and other documents from each person's time in the service. Through the Center for Social Research, Central has created its own collection of interviews. To see CCSU's collection of interviews or to learn more about how to get involved, visit ccsu.edu and search Veterans History Project.
The Office of Veterans Affairs is looking to spread the holiday cheer at CCSU. They are kicking off the 3rd annual supply drive to benefit the Rocky Hill Veterans Home. CCSU reporter Alex Napolitano has more on the story.
The CCSU community is being encouraged to support our vets and donate any personal hygiene products such as shampoo, razors, or toothpaste to any of the 3 drop-off sites on campus. You can make your donations at the Office of Student Affairs, the Office of Veterans Affairs, or the Department of Counseling and Family Therapy. According to Chris Gutierrez, CCSU's Veterans Affairs Coordinator, the past 2 years have been very successful, and they have received support and gratitude from state officials.
We received a letter from Commissioner Linda Schwartz, who's the state veterans representative, and she really appreciates the work that the CCSU students are doing to support our veterans, our local veterans.
For more information on specific items that the Veteran Home is in need of, go to the ccsu.edu and type Holiday Care Drive in the search engine. Customers are now skipping dessert in order to get the exclusive Black Friday sales. Reporter Terrell Allen has more on the story.
Christmas trees, and a variety of sales are all sides. The holiday season is here. Now that Thanksgiving has passed, the busiest shopping season is upon us. For years, Black Friday has caused customers to overflow malls and stores in order to track down the lowest prices.
I think Black Friday is really good. It boosts the economy. People save a lot of money. It keeps up with the spirit of going out with your family and keeping quality time together.
Some customers are a little upset about how Black Friday has taken over the Thanksgiving spirit.
It's gotten a little bit much and it's taken away the spirit of the holiday. And Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays, so I, as much as I like Thanksgiving, I do like Christmas too, but now they're kind of melding the 2 holidays into one.
Before it used to start at midnight, and now it's like getting pushed back further and further, and soon it's just going to include Thanksgiving altogether. It's not really going to be Black Friday. In a lot of the stores, it's not even just that day anymore. It's more of like a whole weekend event.
The term Black Friday can now be considered as Black Thursday, as some stores are open as early as 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving night. Even though Black Friday has ended, customers will have plenty of time to satisfy their holiday shopping needs. With CCSU News, I'm Terrell Allen. Central's Communications Department is making a big change to their curriculum to start next semester. CCSU reporter Todd Mortensen visited the Communication Department to find out what changes communication students can expect.
I'm standing outside of Vance Academic Hall, the home to Central's Communication Department and a majority of their classes on campus. But pretty soon, some communication students are going to be heading over to Willard for a chance to work in their television studio. Starting next semester, the Communication Department will be offering 2 separate film sequences, digital film and television production.
Well, in the past, our digital film and television production courses were combined together, and we recognize that they're really 2 different skills that people really do. So what we're doing is we've developed 2 4-course sequences, one in television production, and one in digital film production.
While the digital film production track will not see many changes, Dr. Podlinski says the television track will involve some new collaborations with the journalism department, as well as students spending time in the studio.
The television production sequence will primarily be using studio. In fact, the 3rd course in the television production sequence is a studio production sequence, and we hope to work with the journalism department and Darren Sweeney to do something connected with his TV News Practicum course.
Communication students with an interest in television production say they are excited to get some experience working in the studio.
I think that it's great that students are going to get a chance to go and work in the TV studios in Willard.
The Communication Department says they are excited to begin these new sequences and look forward to collaborating with the Journalism Department. For CCSU News, I'm Todd Mortensen.
Thank you, Todd. And now we move on to sports. With finals just a week away, students had an opportunity to cheer on the CCSU women's basketball team in their quest to remain undefeated at home this season.
The CCSU women's basketball team hosted Siena on Tuesday night, looking to get over the 500 mark. This was the 2nd straight year Siena has traveled to Dietrich Gym, with the Blue Devils winning by 14 just a season ago. CCSU and sophomore Amanda Harrington made sure the outcome was no different again this year. Led by Harrington in her career-high 22 points, Central carried their 13-point halftime lead and never looked back. After shooting 52% from the field, their highest of the season so far, Central improved to 4-3 with a 70-53 win over the visiting Saints. The victory also marks the 4th win out of 5 games for Central. Reporting for CCSU News, I'm Andrew Ferrucci.
As the semester comes to a close, the women's volleyball team was able to pick up their win versus LIU Brooklyn against Sacred Heart. The girls came out from a strong start with a balanced team effort. Freshman Brooke Swab took control at the net, drilling the ball down the line and coming up with block after block. Sophomore Heather Truman was able to rack up the team-high 10 kills. Also, libero Rachel Fish led the defense with 10 digs.
Definitely worked on blocking because Sacred Heart is a very good team offensively, and we knew that we had to be strong at the net in order to win today. Just mentally prepared throughout the week, and we had a lot of just specific things that we knew about them that we needed to work on, and we just made sure we executed on those certain things in practice, and we brought that mentality in.
CCSU connected on total of...
We executed it in the match, and it showed.
For a total of 32 kills while only posting 7 hitting errors. For the 2nd year in a row, the team was able to advance to the championship game against LIU, but fell yet again to the Blackbirds, putting an end to their great season.
The fall semester is coming to an end, but the men's and women's basketball season has just begun. And this season, they have a secret weapon. Central's women's basketball team had their season opener this week and were welcomed home to a packed-out crowd of screaming fans and are now undefeated at home. The CCSU fans lead the conference in home game attendances and, according to the players, play a bigger role than you think.
They're like the 6th man, that they really bring a lot of energy. They help us keep going, and we do it all for the fans.
These fans include our band, cheerleading, and dance team, alumni, and students who make up for a solid 6th man. The men's team also had a home game this week against New Hampshire, and that brought them to 500 at home. While the season is just starting, some students may not be able to bring that energy after the semester ends.
Not really, because I don't have no transportation, but when I have the means of transportation, yeah, I definitely come.
Whether it's during the season or on winter break, the players assure me that the home presence is something to fear when teams come to Kaiser. For more information on home games, make sure to visit CCSU's homepage and search basketball.
Imagine running 130 miles a week. For one NEC champion, it's just part of his college life. We go to CCSU's Allison Porter with more.
Thanks, guys. Every morning at 6 a.m., senior cross-country runner Craig Hunt wakes up, puts on his running shoes, and runs this path as part of his 6 miles for the morning. And for the past 5 years, it's paid off. Hunt and the men's cross-country team have won 5 straight NEC conference championships, and in his senior season, Hunt has become part of the CCSU history books. Hunt is the first ever runner at Central to be invited to the Division I NCAAs to compete with the best.
Stepping onto the starting line with teams and runners that I read about and I see on the internet, and knowing that I was racing among the best collegiate runners.
Hunt placed 183rd out of the 253 top collegiate runners in the nation.
The race at Nationals didn't go as planned, but I still walked away with a great experience running at that level.
Competing in Nationals wasn't his only accomplishment of this season. Hunt was named NEC Performer of the Year, made All-Regional Team, and was chosen as the NEC Runner of the Week for 3 times. With his senior year halfway over, Hunt knows he wants to keep running after college.
My dream goal would be to one day make the Olympics, which is pretty far out there, but I think it's very possible for me to make the Olympic trials. I believe anything can happen.
But before Craig can focus on his Olympic dreams, he has to focus on his senior winter and spring track season. And he says he plans to keep on making a name for himself. Reporting for CCSU News, I'm Allison Porter. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Allison. That is it for this edition of CCSU News. I'm Terrell Allen.
And I'm Jose Campos. We'll see you next semester, Central.